playing the tape you made. He loved to hear his own voice.
You a cop?
Come on, Jeff. You did it. You brought us home.
Dressed in all black.
You have the right to remain silent. You a
Dressed
cop?
in all black.
You say can and will be held against you in a court of law. You have the right to an attorney. You cannot afford an attorney will only be appointed to you. If at any time during questioning you choose
all I wanted to do was be there for you, dog.
That is your choice.
All I did was be there for you. That's all I did. Huh, Jay Reed? You ain't no cop. You ain't no cop, Jay Reed. You a sellout! Fuck out of here.
Hey, Shalom, all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kakwadashi, Brother Eldai Thun, back at you with another video. And I had to start off with that clip just to set the mood correctly. So I don't have a topic for this video, and this is impromptu. It's going to be quick. I just watched 2 videos, and I'm going to highlight them here, right here. So this is by the priest Shaman in a New York camp. It's called GMS Agents, GMS Bread and Olive. And then also I watched this video by the priest Pashai out in Bmore. My Sheep Hear My Voice on his channel, Sidians DMV. And basically, I just want to do a quick lesson, just another warning to you brothers and your sisters out there that you got to be careful online, because online is a playground for agents online and in the camps as well. So, yeah, I noticed one thing, man. I noticed one thing, even with this guy right here. Matter of fact, let me hit play. Hold on. Let me see if I can catch the part I want to bring out.
Yeah. Like as if he's the measuring stick. The measuring out. There's no way, right? No way. How? Shepherd.
You niggas is idiots. You're not prophesying to nobody out there. Y'all avoid confrontation. Watching these niggas, you know, average
light.
All right, I ain't got to watch it, man. I'm sure everybody and their mama's seen this video. But basically, what I want to say, there's one theme that goes on all the time, even amongst our so-called haters, those that don't like what we're saying, is that they all say the same thing, that y'all know y'all good for going into scriptures, for being breaking down the prophecies. Basically, we're known for being spiritual, and we've also been called faith-based Israelites. And that's the same thing that happened to Yahushua. So Yahushua was persecuted without a righteous cause. Same reason they hate, the Yahushua said they hate, know if they hate you, know that they hated me first. And we don't do anything. We don't go bum rush camps. We don't go camp, what they call that? Camp, what the hell they call that? When you go to different camps and you mess around with them. We don't do any of that. We pretty much leave everybody alone. The only thing we do as watchmen of Israel, going to 1 Peter's, the 5th chapter, the only thing we do is we keep an eye out. We keep an eye out for nonsense. And if we see nonsense, we call it out, just like Yahushua did. Okay? We call it out. So for that, they hate us. You know? They hate us for that. And the true testimony of that is like watching this guy, Chief Ephraim, and anybody else, even all our those that came up against us. They don't have, number one, there's no scriptures. They don't bring out any scriptures to back up what they're saying. So if you really pay attention, and if you're spiritual, these are just men that are going into, they're having tantrums, spiritual, what do you call it? Spiritual tantrums. Emotional breakdown is what I want to say. They have an emotional breakdown like this guy here, Chief Ephraim, because all he's doing is being passive aggressive and bringing out ad hominem attacks. Now, what an ad hominem attack is, the definition of that is that the person doesn't address the argument that you're making. So the argument that we're making here at GMS is what he is suggesting, what he's calling for all camps to form some type of standoff, is not spiritual. It's carnal minded. There's no examples where Yahweh Shai, right? Paul said, follow me even as I am a follower of Yahweh Shai. There's no examples you could bring out where any of them say, you know what, let's round up and let's have a standoff. If anything, they fled. Apostle Paul fled. Yahweh Shai fled plenty of times. A matter of fact, his parents fled. When Joseph and Mary, when they heard the decree that King Herod put out, they fled. They bounced. So were they cowards or were they using wisdom? The times when Yahweh Shai fled, was he a coward or was he using wisdom? When Yahweh Shai, the soldiers came and got Yahweh Shai, and he asked the Most High, it's not like he wanted to go through with it. He asked the Most High to take that cup away from him. And he had so much anxiety and so much stress that he started sweating blood. So when they came, the soldiers, and he just basically willingly gave himself in, was he being a coward? When the guards were spitting and slapping him up, was he being a coward? When he told Pontius Pilate, I could take you out right now if I wanted to, but he didn't. Was he being a coward? So Pontius Pilate said one thing. He said, I don't find any fault in this man. Now, if any real person, anybody out there with, if they have more than a 20-watt light bulb in their skull, they could tell you that our advice as wise men, the leaders of the flock of Israel, and I'm going to say that we are the leaders of the flock of Israel, because you know what? There's nobody else out there. You got all these old heads out there. Well, you got old heads that's hyping them up to have a standoff, which is beyond my comprehension. But anyway, you got those that are, supposed to be leaders, or that go way back. They ain't saying shit. They're not. Their thing is, well, that's them. We gonna do us, and they gonna do them. So that's not a leader, So we got to wash the blood off our hands, and we got to speak the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. A carnal mind is enmity with the Most High, and that's being carnal. A prudent man looketh forth towards his well-being, and a prudent man stays away from evil, but the simple pass on and are punished. I mean, boom. But anyway, not to ramble on, this is nothing but ad hominem attacks and emotional tantrum. Otherwise, he would bring out scriptures. He'd bring out counter arguments. The only thing he's saying in his little emotional rant over here is that y'all scared, y'all going deep into prophecy and breakdowns, but y'all scared, this and this and that, y'all scared, no scriptures, nothing valid, But anyways, the main reason I wanted to do this is because I was just doing a Google search and I stumbled upon, matter of fact, I stumbled upon this right here. This is a video by somebody called Mental Outlaw, and there's some articles here. As you can see, Chicago cops can use fake social media profiles to spy on you with the FBI's help. And as it might have been a priest shaman or the brother Pashai that brought out in her video. I forgot who said it, but they had said that there's agents all over social media. You don't know who's who, and we see it all the time with those throwaway YouTube accounts. But the thing is, you got Chief Ephraim talking all that on social media, on YouTube, which my opinion is that he's set up. I mean, the way he moves, I would not doubt it. I don't know 100%, but if it smells and looks like one, you know what I'm saying? It looks like a Jay Reed, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, a Puerto Rican Jay Reed. But anyway, no scriptures, no scriptures, anything like that. No spiritual talk, just ad hominem insults and passive aggressive talk. But anyway, my thing is, it's not wise to go and say stuff like that on social media. Unless you're set up, then it's a wise thing to do. But it's not wise because, they're all over social media. So what one of the brothers said is that social media was set up as a monitoring services, and is true. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Those are all monitoring playgrounds for agents. So they set up fake accounts. Even had low-level bum agents doing it. Agents of Satan, which were the Avengers, which they were working in conjunction, as we found out, with IUIC. And whom IUIC, and that was brought out by that brother, I forgot his name, but he fell off from them, and he brought out how they used him to set up fake social media accounts and basically to provoke brothers into certain situations and use sisters to get brothers into certain situations. So I wonder why Nate didn't mention that on his interview when they asked him about being a police officer, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, so social media is actively used by police enforcement to monitor what's going on. So you best believe that they know what's in the works for this Saturday or Friday, whenever Wi-Fi goes out. They're going to be there waiting. All right, so boom. That's the article right there. Now I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, so this is what I saw. Now, I was just doing a search because what I do is every once in a while, Spirit get on me, and I'll do a search on social media for, I'll do a search for Great Millstone, or I'll do a search for Hebrew Israelites, just to see what the word is out there. What's the latest word that people are talking about? Great Millstone, the latest word that people are talking about, the Israelites. So I'll go out there and I'll take a gander on, Slakia. I'll take a gander on Google and see what they're saying about us. So anyway, so I ran into this, and this is on Reddit, and this is a so-called somebody at a channel called Cult Survivors, and it said the Great Millstone Hebrew Israelites have fucked up my life. So I was like, damn, okay. Let me read this one. All right. So let me read it real quick. It said, I am 16 years old and I have dealt with so much bullshit from the GMS Israelite group. My dad always went off, still does, to preach his bullshit faith in New York. So then I'm thinking, who the F is this? Because I'm trying to think, because we know all the brothers in New York. You know what I'm saying? And like, who the hell could this be? And I'm reading, I'm like, who the fuck is this? I don't know nobody like this. So it says, my dad always went off and still does to preach his bullshit faith in New York. To start off, I'm going to explain what they believe based on my experience. They believe that children of Israel are blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. They believe the language of God is Lashon Kadash, which is just Hebrew, but without any vowels other than A and I. They believe that Jesus and God are black, and that anyone that's white, Asian, or North African are evil, and there's no redemption for them. Therefore, they are evil regardless of how nice they are. So right in there, you can tell this is somebody that's, I don't know, because the way this thing is written, it looks like a straight thing to provoke or to sway people. So it says it's a reverse Ku Klux Klan mindset. When I was younger, I was exposed to graphic images portraying white people being brutally tortured by Yahweh Shai, who they call Jesus. I'm like, yo, what graphic images do we have of white people being brutally tortured? I mean, maybe he's talking about the signs that some brothers drew up, that we used to bring out. My dad cheated on my mom because they believe if a woman isn't a virgin, she's a cheater. So I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this that this dude's talking about? My dad is a nicer man now, but he's still part of that shit, and it's a lot to get into. To majority of them, to say all of this right now scares me because I got severe anxiety from this religion. Which you just a low self-esteem bitch-made mother effer. What brings me anxiety is that I know a huge majority of them, and when I go to a religious store to practice what I believe, it feels like they are watching me. Okay. This just sounds like pure bullshit. I don't even comment my anger on their vids because my dad is so known in this bitch ass group, and I end up being shamed for simply not reading the Bible. So I'm like, yo, who the F is this? Because our attitude, if you don't believe it, we already know you ain't gonna believe. Go ahead, do your thing. You know, we ain't gonna bother you about it. You just part of the 2/3, and that's that. It's like I have no way out because of the mental manipulation. I don't know what this dude's talking about. Threats of God hating me. I don't fuck with it, and I want to tell my dad I do not believe in that bullshit. I mean, it sounds like he already knows. And you, anyone grew up like this? If so, how can I tell my dad I'm not into this faith? I'm so scared. Here's a link to the website if you want to know about it. So this looks like this person, whoever this is just trying to get some intel from this people here. You know, that's why I put this at the end. If anyone else grew up like this, how can I tell? So he's trying to lure people in. So I'm not going to read all of this, but if you read down to the bottom, check this out by this guy named Mark Smittinger. All right. Give me a second, brothers. Give me 1 second. Slack it. Give me 1 moment. I got to do something right quick. So it says, so many elements of the story ring as fake, especially the professional Hebrew Israelite hater. Vocab Malone advertises in the comment section. So basically this guy, I don't know who this is, but he's saying that this original poster sounds like it's probably most likely Vocab Malone. And you know what? I couldn't put it past that devil. It probably is him. I mean, look at this long ass paragraph. And just a pure one-sidedness hate. That's him. That's basically he set a bait. Especially the professional Hebrew Israelite Vocab Malone advertisements in the comments section. For someone who grew up like this, OP, which means original poster, would never even accidentally say things like Yahushai, who they call Jesus. They do not call him Jesus. 2. Dad cheated because they believe if a woman is a virgin, she's a cheater, not their beliefs. When I go to a religious store to practice what I believe, first, they do not use the word religion or consider it a religion. It's specifically an ethnicity. Second, they do not have religious stores. Third, he says trying to practice what he believes in, but literally 2 seconds later, he says it's something I do not believe in. 4, they believe North Africans are evil. No, they believe Israel, their homeland, is in North Africa. This seems more like a pro-Vocab Malone propaganda, anti-black hate piece, and I 100% agree. So basically the point of this video, brothers, sisters out there, anybody who's watching, is that you got to be careful online. And GMS, from Apostle Tahar on down, we haven't lied about anything, because everything that we told y'all is through the Spirit and from the Scriptures. And the Scriptures say none one of these shall fail. So we telling you from the Scriptures, and there's no lie in the truth, right? No lies of the truth. So everything we told you so far has came to true, has come to pass through the Spirit of Yahushai, including what we've been telling y'all for years, that there's agents in the truth. And Apostle Tahar has handed down many decrees throughout the years about not letting nobody in the camps. Now you brothers out there, that when Apostle Tahar said, look, we got to wait before we let anybody in the camp, now you see why, right? No social media accounts. Now you see why. Because they are out there. Now it's being made evident. And remember, this whole Hamas and war with Ishmael and Amalek, this war is meant to basically suck in and obliterate every other so-called belief that's out there. So this war is a catch-all war. In other words, to catch all religions, to get them all caught up in this. So these brothers that are getting caught up with these agents and in this trap, they getting caught up in that witchcraft and that spell. So I got a scripture over here. Okay, so this Proverbs 12 and 15. I'm gonna end it on this. It says, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes, but he that hearkeneth unto counsel is wise. Now, us being elders and apostles in this truth, bishops, we have been through the stages of being young, doing all the dumb shit, and now we're older. Scriptures say what? When I was a child, I did childish things, right? So we're no longer children in this truth. So we are, we have the liberty through the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai to give wise counsel to all of Israel. Because we are known by, what are we known for? Are we known for beating people up? Are we known for starting shit? Not camp hopping, I forgot what the hell the name of it is. But starting stuff with other camps, physical altercations. Nah, we're not known for that. We're known for getting into the scriptures, for getting into the prophecies, which would mean what? We are known for being wise. We are known for having the wisdom of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai. That's what we're known for digging in the scriptures. So that means who are the wise ones? Who would be the ones to give wise counsel out of the scriptures? That would be the apostles, the bishops, the elders, the priests here at GMS. So if you oppose what we're saying, that would make you what? A fool. So reading again, Proverbs 12:15, the way of a fool is right in his own eyes. Like this guy right here. His way is right in his own eyes. And you know how you know? Because his arguments that he's coming up with, this guy right here it's just a spiritual rant. Why can't I go up there and stand up against 10,000 Palestinians? Y'all scared. Y'all scared. That's all he can say. There's no scriptures. There's nothing wise coming out of his mouth right now. If I were to close my eyes and put the pitch of the voice higher, I would think it's a woman speaking. Because this is nothing but an emotional tantrum. This is the things you would say if you were 6 years old speaking to your dad who's telling you can't go and do something. You talk shit like, oh, Dad, you scared? Are you scared, Dad? You scared? Anyway, let me go back, man. So this is verse 16. A fool's wrath is presently known, but a prudent man covereth shame. So yeah, you could think we scared and this and that. Y'all go out there and speak to nobody. Go ahead and think that. Because that's the same thing they thought about Yahushai. And when Yahushai comes back, you say, well, I'm not going to meet you as a man. When Yahushai comes back, see, Yahushai knew that wasn't a time to raise up. He played the long game. You playing a short game. You are playing a short game. This is why Yahushai hasn't given us power yet as a nation. He's going to give it to the elect first, because before you can use a sword, you got to know how to use your mind. You got to know how to use wisdom before you learn how to use a sword. Because with the sword, you can get other people into shit. You can also get yourself into shit. And we always make the analogy here at Great Millstone that it's a double-edged sword. I mean, you could cut yourself, you could cut somebody else, or you could cut yourself. Unless Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai is working with you, this truth is a very slippery slope. Because as it says in 1 Peter, the devil is out there like a consuming lion. He's sending out traps every which way. And as we get closer to the end, the traps are going to be harder and harder to see unless you got the eye salve. So it says a fool's wrath is presently known. In other words, what's going to come out of the mouth? Yo, all camps, we got to get together. We got to get together. We got to stand up. We got to form a union. We got to fight back. You know what I'm saying? All camps get together. We got to show them our strength. Well, guess what? Now you got all the social media watching. You got all the alphabet people watching. You got the Palestinians watching. Oh, word, that's the move they making. But they ain't out there publicizing what their moves. And they some wild mother effers, boy. Trust me, they can outdo you when it comes to that. They will outdo you, because you ain't in the position of power right now. They don't care. They don't care for their life. They don't care for their own life. So why would they give a damn about yours? They more ready than you, trust. And you way outnumbered than them. But the point is what? A fool's wrath is presently known, But a prudent man covereth shame. So a prudent man, a wise man, he ain't gonna be out there on social media talking about what he gonna do. So that's either one, somebody who's an agent, or two, somebody that's extremely, extremely, extremely infinity sign stupid. Verse 17, he that speaketh truth showeth forth righteousness, but a false witness deceit. So that's it, brothers and sisters. You know, I want to say all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and just watch out for the J.
Go ahead,
Rees out
Jeff.
there. You know what I'm saying?
Freedom is
Watch
right.
out for J. Ree. And
I'm
anyway,
gonna
I'm gonna
play
say
him the take you made.
Shalom.
He loves to hear his own voice.